You know, Sean Hannity. The media hates Sean Hannity. The establishment media hates Sean Hannity because he's an effective messenger against the swamp. So it turns out Hannity had spoken to Michael Cohen, the lawyer of President Trump, whose offices were raided as a result of a Mueller referral to the Justice Department. So outrageous all around. So the judge in that case, Judge Kimball Wood, who is a Clinton appointee, he said to Cohen, he says, you know, look, if you want to protect into President Trump's lawyers, if you want to have this information protected as an attorney-client privilege, I need to know who your clients are, which is fine. But there's no legal basis, there is no legal basis in my view, or ethical basis to require the identities of those clients in a public forum. But that's exactly what happened to Sean Hannity. Because Sean Hannity supposedly has talked to Cohen now and again about legal matters, and he was listed as a potential client. And his name was disclosed and dragged through the mud as a result. And there was no reason to disclose his name. Look, I'm not a lawyer, but my understanding is if you communicate with a lawyer about legal issues, whether or not you end up hiring them, the mere fact that the consultation or the communication is confidential. It doesn't mean it's subject to ultimate secrecy, but it's not going to be necessarily publicized. And that's what should have happened. That's what should have happened with Sean Hannity's name. If the judge needed the name to ascertain the nature of attorney-client privileges, then she should have taken the name in confidence, under seal, in camera, all the legal words for that. But this Justice Department didn't want that. This judge didn't want that. Supposedly lawyers for the New York Times, or a lawyer for the New York Times and CNN chimed in that they didn't want that. So Sean Hannity's rights were blown up in this effort to get Donald Trump. Again, it started with a Mueller referral. Rod Rosenstein, afraid to say no to Mueller, authorized this outrageous raid on the president's lawyers. And Sean Hannity gets blown up. Now, he's a well-known public figure, doing well for himself, so people don't care about his rights. You know, no one's above the law, but no one's beneath the protection of the law either. And the president and Sean Hannity and other people you like or may not like in the public domain deserve all the protections of the law. And just because you don't like them politically, liberal media, doesn't mean you can drag their right. Their rights should be dragged through the mud and upended. So, you know, I noticed one of these left-wing groups was making a list of, quote, right-wing figures who were supporting Sean Hannity. I was proud to be on that list. That's not because we go on his show, on Fox and radio and all that. It's because I see something wrong was done. And we call it as we see it here at Judicial Watch.